We are Hoop Central, and this is the complete history and evolution of the NBA. Today, this is what we see when we tune into an NBA game.
LaMelo has Patazzi on him. What was that? Are you kidding me?
Giannis has got his earpiece in. The officials have their earpieces in. Dave! Oh, wow!
But there was a time when the sport looked like this. Oh, how things have changed. To really love basketball and the NBA, you need to know its roots. So let's rewind a little and take a walk down memory lane. The history of the NBA is filled with humble beginnings, big changes, and an unstoppable spirit that can be found in every game to this day. Behold the history of the sport we all love. Now, let's go way back. Winners can suck, can't they? The season could be a real pain, but guess what? Without winter, we wouldn't have basketball.
All his life.
During the freezing winter of 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts, a Canadian physical education instructor named James Naismith was asked to create an athletic distraction so his rowdy students could play indoors to escape the harsh weather. And that's when the light bulb above his head went off. Using a soccer ball and 2 peach baskets nailed to the balcony of the gym, Naismith devised a game with 13 basic rules. The most important of those 13 were scoring a goal. A basket was only counted if the ball stayed in the peach basket. No running with the ball. Players had to pass instead of dribbling, which was introduced later. Jump ball after every basket. Instead of inbounding, the game restarted with the jump ball at center court. And no physical contact. Pushing, holding, and tripping were fouls, making the game less physical than other sports. After a team made 3 consecutive fouls, a goal was appointed to the opposing team. The game was so simple at the time, requiring students to move up and down the court without dribbling and lob the ball into the peach baskets. And no, the baskets didn't have their bottoms cut out, so every point was followed by the janitor using his ladder, climbing up the basket, and retrieving the ball.
Sure slows things down, having to climb up here every time.
Well, then let's cut the bottom out of the basket.
Yeah, but I need this.
Basketball quickly gained traction after its origin in Massachusetts, soon spreading across the country's YMCAs, high schools, and colleges. By the early 20th century, the game had become a staple of American athletic culture. Little did James know, his invention would evolve into one of the most popular and dynamic sports in the world. Hey, before we continue, do us a quick and easy favor by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It's quick and easy, and it really does help us continue to grow and create great videos like this. Now, back to the history. It wasn't until the 1920s and 30s that professional leagues began to emerge. These early leagues were often short-lived, held back by tons of financial instability and lack of organization. The most notable of these leagues was the National Basketball League, aka the NBL, which was founded in 1937. The NBL featured teams primarily in the Midwest. Meanwhile, the Basketball Association of America, or BAA, was established in 1946, with teams in larger cities like New York, Boston, and Philadelphia. The BAA distinguished itself by playing in major arenas and focusing on urban markets, setting the stage for the modern NBA. The turning point came in 1949, when the BAA merged with the NBL to form the one, the only, the iconic National Basketball Association, our beloved NBA. The newly formed league struggled at first with its own set of financial difficulties and a lack of fan interest. Teams were quickly founded and then quickly folded, and the league shrank from 17 teams to just 8 by the mid-1950s. However, the NBA began to find its footing thanks to the emergence of superstar players like George Mikan, who was a dominant center for the Minneapolis Lakers. Mikan's towering presence and scoring prowess helped popularize the game, and the Lakers' success led to 5 championships in 6 years and established the NBA as a legitimate professional league. The 1950s and 60s were a period of notable evolution for the NBA. The introduction of the 24-second shot clock in 1954 revolutionized the game, speeding up play and greatly increasing scoring. This brand new idea was spearheaded by Syracuse Nationals owner Danny Biasone, who transformed basketball from a slow, plodding game into a fast-paced, high-scoring spectacle. The shot clock era also saw the rise of legendary players like Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, whose rivalry defined the decade. Russell was a defensive anchor of the Boston Celtics and led his team to an unprecedented 11 championships in 13 years.
And the Celtics, they have done it again. A spectacular finish.
Meanwhile, Wilt the Stilt was an absolute scoring machine and set records that still stand today, including the iconic 100-point game in 1962. The 1970s was a crucial period of cultural and stylistic transformation for the league. The NBA expanded, adding teams like the Portland Trail Blazers, Seattle Supersonics, and Buffalo Braves. The American Basketball Association, which was then a rival league founded in 1967, brought a flashy, up-tempo style of play and introduced the three-point line and slam dunk contest. Although the ABA folded in 1976, its influence was truly profound, and 4 of its teams joined the NBA, and a heavy emphasis on entertainment that helped shape the modern game came with them. The 1970s also saw the rise of charismatic stars like Julius Dr. J. Irving, whose aerial artistry and flair captivated fans and brought a new level of excitement to the sport. Today, many players say they wouldn't be the stars they are if it weren't for Dr. J and his one-of-a-kind style.
By Julius Irving, drives to the basket, goes up and... unbelievable shot! Listen to the fans!
Then we come to the 1980s, which are usually referred to as the NBA's golden age, thanks to the rivalry between Magic Johnson's Los Angeles Lakers and Larry Bird's Boston Celtics. A lot of the excitement came from their contrasting styles. Magic's Showtime fast breaks were explored, while Bird's fundamental and measured brilliance elevated the league to new heights. The razzle and dazzle of this decade also saw the emergence of his airness. The man who changed it all, Michael Jordan. MJ's arrival in 1984 was the beginning of a new era. Jordan's unparalleled competitiveness, athleticism, and international appeal turned the NBA into a worldwide phenomenon, and he was a household name even in countries that didn't speak English.
Down, they'll work their plays. Steal. He kept it in bounds. Here it is again. Oh. Pressured by Dennis Johnson. Michael on the drive, in from the right. Hesitation move to the hoop for the right. Scoop shot, good on the reverse.
The 1990s were just dominated by Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, who won 6 championships in 8 years, cementing their place as one of the greatest dynasties in sports history. It's not often we say that one man completely transformed an entire sport forever, but, well, that's exactly what Michael Jordan did. Not only did he alter the way that people play, but he brought the NBA to millions of new fans and also turned it into a product that players and teams can make billions off of. The turn of the millennium brought a more deeper evolution to the NBA. The league expanded internationally, with players like Dirk Nowitzki, Yao Ming, and Manu Ginobili becoming global ambassadors for the game. This occurred as the NBA attempted to reach more and more international markets, which is a trend that continues to this day. But it wasn't just the home countries that changed as the NBA grew in the 2000s. The style of play also shifted, with a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting and positionless basketball. Again, this is a trend that started then, but is also going strong all these years later. Now, when it comes to dynasties, the NBA had a couple in the 2000s, with the dominance of the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, and the San Antonio Spurs, whose teamwork and precision under Greg Popovich set the standard for excellence.
Shaq spins. Oh, the extra move, and he dunked it. Goodness.
The 2000s set the stage for the era we live in now, which might have more talent than ever before. What came before influenced the league we enjoy now, and we can see the icons of the years past and their impact on our current set of stars. Like most sports leagues, the NBA has embraced analytics and technology these days, and that has revolutionized how the game is played and enjoyed. But basketball isn't just about numbers and stats. Today's game is defined by true superstars. Players like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, and much more have redefined the sport with their unmatched versatility, setting them apart from past generations. Today, a bona fide superstar is able to do it all: shoot, defend, and lead. Plus, the longevity of players is unlike anything we have seen before. LeBron is an outlier, but the fact that he's still putting up triple-doubles in his 40s is downright amazing, no doubt about it. On top of that, the NBA has also become a leader in social justice, with players and teams using their platforms to advocate for change on issues ranging from racial equality to voting rights. It's a global game and one with a conscience. These days, the NBA is an international powerhouse and one of the largest sports leagues on earth. And the great news is that it's not done yet, not even close. The game continues to evolve with new rules, strategies and technologies shaping its future. From its modest and unpretentious beginnings in a cold Springfield gym to the dazzling arenas of today, the NBA's journey is a testament to the enduring appeal of basketball and its ability to inspire and unite people across generations and cultures. So what's next for the NBA? And what stars are watching and waiting, ready to leave their mark? The story of the NBA is far from over, and its next chapter promises to be as exciting as the game itself. Thank you for joining us as we've gone through the complete history and evolution of the NBA. Put in the comments below what you think is next in the evolution of the game we all love. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you get the latest content right when it drops. Until then, we'll see you next time.